What's up, y'all? It's the Boho Guru back again for the second time today. Yes, that's 2 videos. Okay, that was not 2, that was 4. That's 2 videos in one day. In my last video, I told you guys I might possibly look different in my next video, and I wasn't lying because you know what? I thought, do I want to finish my hair today? Or do I want to get this fall video out that my fans have been harassing me? No, I'm just kidding. You guys haven't been harassing me. Low-key, you have. But it's okay because you know what? It was time. So it is time, you guys. I am going all the way with this haul, okay? I'm talking full fall makeup. I got the fall hat. I didn't want to put on a jacket because that would be doing a little bit much because technically it is still over 90 degrees here in Georgia. But I thought this would be a cute little look to give you guys, right? For the theme of the video, okay? So, without further ado, guys, first of all, before we even jump into any of this, okay, I just want to show you guys a couple of things. One, the lamp that I told you guys about that I got 75% off in my somewhat last haul, that is what it looks like. Isn't it so cute? It's yellow and green. It lights up. I've got all of my aromatherapy stuff up there right now, but I am in the process of organizing this bookshelf, so it looks a little crazy. I don't know if you can tell, but all of my fall candles are on the top. I tried to get it to be a little more visible for this video so it could kind of go with the theme, but it's fine. As you guys can see, there are some fall candles on display there. And then of course what I will be reviewing here, I've got 4 full candle crates as well as some soaps and pocket bags. So guys, this haul is going to be epic, okay? So please stay tuned. I will be putting some timestamps below so that you guys can fast forward to the parts that you want to see, but I really do hope that you guys watch this video in its entirety because I will be giving some very crucial tidbits of information throughout each product, okay? So without further ado, let's get into our favorite thing. You know what it is, the girl talk. Okay, so for starters, you guys, yesterday was Thursday. So if you guys got one of the 10 off 30 coupons from this past SAS in your email, the promo was technically supposed to end on the 8th. Now you guys know whenever there is a promo or a coupon that ends on a coupon, not a promo, that ends on a certain date, you have a 3-day grace period to use that coupon in your stores. I never have issues with that, using things within the grace period, and I usually always use things on the last day of the grace period because that's usually when they start another sale. So I did not have any issues with that ever until this time. So as you guys know, a couple days ago, the candle sales started, which is 10 off $14.50. 10 off of $24.50, which makes the candles $14.50, right? Well, here's the thing with that. So I don't really have a huge issue with the new candle sale pricing because at the same time, guys, even though I would love for it to go back to how it used to be, like the demand for Bath & Body Works candles and stuff is just going up. And when there is a high demand, there is gonna need to be more things in production and more things available. So, I mean, a company is gonna have to raise their prices. That's just inevitable. However, for me personally, I found so many great candles during SAS that I was okay with not having like amazing opening fall candle prices, but I have been reading though, in comparison to last year when they did have a brand new fall candle pricing or fall opening candle sale, the following weekend or the weekend after that there was a buy 2 get 2 candle sale as well as either a 10 off 40 or a 10 off 30. So I am hoping that does happen again this year, because I will be using that sale to get backups of the candles that I like from this sale. But let me just get to how my situation went. So I went to my test store with the intentions of using my 10 off 30. I have 3 emails registered to my phone, you guys, and with those 3 emails I get Bath & Body Works emails sent to each of those 3 emails, just in the event that I go to a store that does not let me scan the same coupon multiple times. I have gone to stores that are basically like, oh, it has to be a separate email, so as long as you can prove to them that it's a separate email, then of course they will scan it multiple times. So that's just a backup plan, but the store that I went to usually just scans it multiple times anyway, and they don't care if it's a separate email or not. So I get there, rack up on candles, you guys. Like, when I got to this store, things were literally gorgeous. I'm gonna insert some pictures and videos in the next couple clips so you guys can see what I saw. So yeah, guys, that is what my store was looking like for fall. So as you guys know, I do live by a few test stores, but I always go to one in particular just because of, number one, the selection. They always have everything that I'm looking for. And number two, the staff is literally phenomenal. So of course I get there and I literally have about 24 candles. I literally am getting multiple baskets and like putting them on the register. Like, I'm racking up, okay? I get to the register, pull off my 10 off 30. The girl's like, oh, how many transactions do you want to do? I'm like, oh, well, I have 3, email coupons right here. So I'll just do, 3 transactions where there's 2 candles and 1 pocket bag. So I got 6 candles and 3 pocket bags for the first 3 transactions. So I had it split up nicely and everything. And for the first transaction, basically, once we get to the end, she scans my 10 off 30 and she's like, yeah, it's not applying, it's expired. So of course I'm like, oh, well, there's a 3-day grace period and such and such and such. And she's just like, yeah, I know there's a grace period, but for some reason it's not scanning. Usually it still scans when there's a grace period. So of course she goes to the back, gets the manager, and the manager's like, yeah, this is actually expired. So I pulled up the email, not trying to be a jerk or anything, but I'm just like, listen, I've got 25 candles right here. Like, hello, I need to use this, okay? And so she pulls it up and she's like, well, it looks like it expired. Today would have been the 4th day. Yesterday was the 3rd day. And I was like, well, no, because my email said that, it expired on the 8th, which I was at the store on yesterday. So it would have expired. The 3rd day would have been on the 11th. Well, come to find out, we scroll down to the bottom of the email, and the email basically says that the coupon expired on the 8th at 5:59 Eastern Time AM. And I'm just like, really, Bath and Body Works, when did you start putting timestamps on your grace periods? So anyways, long story short, she was actually correct. However, since she was so amazing and she knows that I come to the store all the time, she literally manually adjusted the price for 3 separate transactions, you guys, just so that I would still be able to use a 10 off 30. So with that being said, number one, before I pull up this receipt, that is why it is so crucial to establish good relationships with your local stores, because you never know when that relationship will come in handy. Always give your email, always give your phone number, like, just help them out, help them help you. So for that first transaction, you guys, 2 of my brand new fall candles that should have been $14.50 a piece, I ended up paying $9.78 per candle. And then of course a pocket bag that I threw on there to get me to the $30 threshold. So in total I paid $22.36 for 2 brand new candles as well as 1 pocket bag, and I did that 3 times. Then the rest of the transactions, the rest of the candles, I did one more huge transaction with my 20% off mailer coupon. I used that obviously without any question. Like, I was not about to keep on making her manually adjust things when she already did it 3 times. I'm like, hello, that's amazing. You didn't have to do that. So everything else I got with the 20% off coupon. They were $14.50. With the 20% off coupon, they ended up being roughly somewhere between $11 per candle, and I got a lot. So I did not exchange anything. I literally bought all of these candles. So yeah, I know I did the most, but I really wanted you guys to see and know what you guys should order, especially with some of you guys not being able to get access to some of these candles that are quote unquote online only. And let me just say, if you live near a test store that you know is a test store, check your store for those online only candles, because every single time there's a candle collection that releases as online only, like the last Unicorn Sprinkles collection was online only for a little while. I found it in my test store. And now Peanut Butter and Jelly and Banana Cream Pie, I think, are online only, quote unquote, but I found those in my stores too. So just check your stores, guys, if you live near a test store, or any store really. You really just never know, because I think some stores are testing to be test stores this year. So they're not necessarily test stores, but they are new stores, or stores that are in the phase of being possible test stores in the future. So yeah, guys, without further ado, right, let's get into it. All right, y'all, so I have some of these soaps here. We are going to just do these really quick and then jump right into the candles. But this is one of the first soaps that I saw. This is the Wild Cherry Harvest. I know it's a little hard to see. I'm trying to figure out a good position to point these. It's hard with this gold writing. But this one is definitely something I have not seen before in previous falls, unless I just missed over it. But the notes, are there notes here? Oh, they're on the side. Wow, that's new. Have they ever done that before, where they put the notes on the side where you can barely see it? Girl. Okay. The notes are black cherry, tart cranberries, and sugar crystals. Let's give it a sniff. It matches kind of my look right now, like this kind of oxblood wine. Yeah, okay. Okay, so definitely am getting some cherry. Sugar crystals, black cherry. Yeah, so you know those cherries that you buy from the grocery store, you guys, that are like real cherries? They're like that deep red color, like almost the same color as my lipstick. That is what this soap smells like, and it's like slightly tart. I'm definitely getting some of the cranberry, but it's a nice mixture. I really like this. I'm excited to use this, but I told myself I'm not going to use any of my fall soaps until fall actually starts. So yeah. Next soap we have is the Afternoon Apple Picking, again with the gold foil lettering, beautiful packaging, nice red bottle, and let's see if the notes are on the side with this one again. Oh, they are. Let's see what they say. Crisp apple, succulent pear, and cinnamon. Okay, so I'm definitely getting mostly apple and cinnamon. It does smell very nice, but I only get the pear on like the first initial whiff. It's just kind of like a dash. It's like a dash of pear, but then it's mostly just the afternoon apple picking scent. So yeah, that's pretty much what I get from that. The next couple of soaps that I have here are the Give Thanks. Again with this gold foiling detail. I really like it. I like that they're trying different things, and this definitely is very fall themed, so I'm digging this a lot. The notes on this read harvest pumpkin, spiced clove, and sugar cane. It's really hard with soaps, you guys, because technically most of the scents with soaps don't come out until you're washing your hands, and I'm obviously not about to be washing my hands on camera with y'all. So, but I definitely get pumpkin and sugarcane, not so much clove, but I feel like the clove might come out more upon washing my hands. So yeah, I do like the scent though overall and the packaging, and it says give thanks, like that's so cute. Okay guys, the next one we have is the apples and brown sugar, which I am very excited about. This is probably my favorite soap that I picked up so far. Again, with the gold foiling detail, I really like that this bottle is like the color of brown sugar. I've actually already smelled this and I love it. The notes are baked apples, brown sugar, and flaky pie crust. Honestly, this soap smells more like an apple pie than the actual warm apple pie candle, which I will be hauling later in this video, so stay tuned. But yes, this is definitely one that you guys should pick up if you see it in your stores, or when it comes out. I definitely love this scent for sure. You can really pick up the pie crust, you can really pick up the sweet like glazed apple scent, and then also like that brown sugar note that you would find, you know, in an apple pie. So yeah. Next guys, I just picked up a couple of pocket bags. These were the 3 pocket bags that I picked up to get my candle transaction over the threshold. These are not new by any means. Well, I think actually the champagne toast packaging and the stress relief eucalyptus tea packaging is new. I'm trying to like focus it in for you guys. But yeah, that's the new packaging for the eucalyptus tea. This is the new pocket bag packaging for champagne toast. And then we also have a new packaging for limoncello listed here. So yes, those are definitely not new scents by any means, but they are just scents that I decided to pick up because I like the packaging, and unfortunately my test store had all of the new candles, but none of the new pocket bags, which I thought was a little weird. So I was looking for some of those new fall pocket bags, but I did not find any, unfortunately. So yeah. Okay guys, now for the section we have all been waiting for, the fall freaking candles. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna start with the candles that I have already burned, which are going to be peach cobbler, pb&j, and banana cream pie. Also, update on the other 2 candles that I bought. I took coconut macaroon back, you guys. If you watched my last video, you will see me kind of talk about the scent as a whole, but overall guys, that candle was not for me. I burned it halfway through. It had no throw in my medium-sized bedroom, and then I moved it to my small bathroom, and literally the throw was nothing. And on top of that, I didn't even like the scent for it to throw. The scent still just kind of smelled like that toasted coconut Play-Doh. And even when I returned it today, my sales associate was like, oh, you didn't like this one? And I was like, no, it smelled like Play-Doh. And she like opened it up, she was like, oh my god, it smells like Play-Doh right now. And I was like, yeah girl, I can't, no. So it's coconut macaroon, she's a no for me guys. But I mean, some people have liked it. So like I said, the thing with candles, they're all subjective, and then on top of that, everybody's got different batch numbers, and you know, I do believe that batch variation is a thing. So especially with peach cobbler, but we're going to talk about that as well. But yeah guys, candle smells and things like that are all subjective. So as much as I love that you guys really wanted my opinions and things like that, I will try my best to give you the most honest, like unbiased you know, opinion, and more scent wise. But coconut macaroon, oh my god, it was just, ugh, I couldn't do it. So yeah, but I will go ahead and grab the 3 babies that I have already burned and jump into the initial scents for the next one. First, we are going to talk about banana cream pie, y'all. This one is probably my fave of the 3 that I have burned so far, just because number 1, I would say it's the most well-rounded as far as like my 3 categories that I base candles on, which is scent accuracy, the actual throw, and then how it performs as far as like the wicks. Do I have to babysit it? Do I have to, you know? So this one definitely was a candle that I did not really have to monitor like that. Like even when I blew it out, the wicks were still, they weren't like mushroom tops necessarily. I really didn't even have to trim them. Like this is what they look like right now, not even trimmed. So like I just blew this out not long ago, and the wicks don't even look bad. The wax is starting to kind of turn a darker color, but I really don't care when the wax turns color, and as long as it's not like brown. Like I don't care, because of course when wax melts up and soot and stuff gets involved, it's gonna change colors. It's a candle. But yeah, as far as the scent itself and the throw, I love this candle, guys. This is definitely one that I'm going to give a thumbs up and recommend. The notes are fresh banana slices, whipped cream, a scoop of peanut butter, cookie crumble crust with essential oils. I will say, guys, the only two notes that I smell in here are the fresh banana slices and the whipped cream. I don't get any peanut butter, and I don't get a cookie crumble crust. I don't get any type of bread note in here. It just literally smells to me. I think once it's blown out, honestly, since it's about halfway through, I get maybe a slight hint of a peanutty scent on cold, but when it's burning, it filled up my medium-sized bedroom. So I would say that the throw is definitely a good solid 6, 7, 7 with the air conditioner not on. And the scent lingered once I blew it out. So that is another thing that I rate candles on as far as throw. If I can still smell it after I blow it out, like that is definitely a thumbs up for me. So that is why I selected this one as my fave so far of the 3 that I have burned. And let's go ahead and get into the actual scent itself. So unfortunately, it does not smell like a banana cream pie necessarily, only because when I think pie, I think of a bread note, I think of a flakiness, I think of something bakery. And I have here banana bundt cake, just as a comparison. Banana bundt cake and banana cream pie are definitely similar. However, banana bundt cake definitely has that nuttiness and that flaky bread note in here from the cake that is reminiscent of a banana nut muffin, as opposed to banana cream pie. It's basically a creamy banana scent. It's like bananas and whipped cream, like I said, which are the first 2 notes, but it really reminds me of a bananas Foster, which if you guys have never had that dessert, it's basically like caramelized bananas with like brown sugar, and like some people add rum and like dark liquor to theirs, and it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Not marinated, sauteed. It's like sauteed and caramelized, and then people put it on top of ice cream. That's what this smells like to me. I really wish they would have called this Bananas Foster, because that would have been a way better name for this instead of banana cream pie. But yeah, overall, guys, I definitely recommend this candle for sure. Throw is a solid medium high. The scent is definitely good, nice, creamy. It's not accurate as far as the name, but the first 2 notes are definitely in there. I don't get peanut butter really. I definitely don't get any type of cookie crumble, but that is okay. I just get sweet caramelized bananas and like whipped cream, and I really, really like it. So yeah, definitely not a repackage of banana bundt cake, but they are similar sweet banana gourmand scents. Okay, guys. So since we're on a high, let me bring it down a little bit. pb&j. pb&j. Girl. So for starters, this is the one that I thought was going to be my favorite. Like, it's literally probably the most hyped up candle for this fall collection, as in regards to the fact that everybody wants it. But I will be the first to let y'all know this candle ain't it. Okay. I hate to be that brutally honest, but it is true. For me, I have burned it about halfway. Those are the wicks. The wicks really weren't horrible. They are starting to curl up, and they did do a lot of mushroom top situations. But my problem was not with the wicks. It was with number 1, the scent itself, and number 2, the throw. I lit it, and in comparison, you guys, I had banana cream pie and peach cobbler both burning for about an hour, and they both were like fully pulled out, already throwing scent. I could smell it when I walked out and walked back in the room. PB&J, I had it lit for a good hour, almost hour and a half to 2 hours. I smelled nothing in my bedroom. So I moved it to my bathroom, and then I walked out of my bathroom, and then an hour later I came back in and I somewhat smelled it. But literally, guys, the notes are fresh strawberry jam, toasted bread, crunchy peanut butter, and a drizzle of honey with essential oils. I don't know if you guys know this, but usually when the notes are listed for the most part in the order of the most dominant scent. At least that's how Bath and Body Works candles used to do their notes. So usually the notes are listed as the most dominant, from the most dominant to the most light scent. I feel like it could not be more inaccurate with this, because I don't get any strawberry jam. I don't get toasted bread. I get mostly, and I won't even say that I get peanut butter, because when I think of peanut butter, there is a sweetness to it. There's a sweetness to strawberry jam. There's a fruitiness to it. And I was really expecting this to be a perfect blend of like jam and peanut butter, and it was not that at all. The scent itself, you guys, not only was the throw super weak, but it was like when I did smell it, I had to get right up onto it, and I just smelled like Planters roasted peanuts. Like, that's all I smelled. It was definitely peanuts, and then I would get like a few hints of honey, but you guys, I did not get much from this scent at all. And I'm gonna burn it maybe one more time, but yeah, so far it's burned almost halfway down, and it's not been doing it for me, you guys. I'm so disappointed by this candle. I really wanted to love it, and in my mind I was like, I'm gonna love this, and I was trying so hard to smell this strawberry jam, but I was like, girl, it ain't in there. So yeah, unfortunately, you guys, PB&J gets a no for me. I might just keep it just to say that I have one, and I might try and get, yeah, it's just like honey roasted peanuts. That's it. I might possibly get one more just to have in my collection, just because, you know, us as candle hoarders and candle collectors, even if we don't necessarily like a scent, if it's a novelty scent like PB&J, we just like to have one. But this is definitely not something that I enjoy and would recommend for you guys to get if you are thinking about budgeting your money for certain candles and things like that. This is not one that you need to have. So okay, guys, next up we have my second favorite from the three that I have already burned, which is peach cobbler. And let me tell you guys, so totally forgot to give you guys my batch numbers for PB&J and banana cream pie, but I took pictures, so I'm gonna do that because, like I said, I do believe batch variation is a real thing. My peach cobbler batch, this is actually my second peach cobbler, because yes, I have already gone back for a backup because I love it. But this one is 9150AGA1. Honestly, the only numbers you really need to pay attention to are A1, the last two numbers, well, a letter and a number. And then my cinnamon Irish cream, which I love that candle. That one was, it looks like it's SE, I think. It was really weird. I couldn't really see it. My banana cream pie batch was D1E. And then the PB&J batch, which really, I don't know if maybe you want to avoid that batch, because like I said, I didn't get anything from it, but that one was also an A1 batch. So, but yes, my peach cobbler, you guys, I don't understand, but this candle has been getting, I would say, 80% negative feedback from the candle community. If you go on Instagram right now and look at any of the major like candle influencers, you will see that not many people like this scent. And I honestly feel in my heart that it has to be some sort of batch variation going on, because this candle is literally amazing. Like, I actually am burning one right now. You can't really see, she's in that little lantern over there, but I'm burning it right now. I will say this is another one that is really not accurate as far as its name. However, the scent itself is really amazing. It's different. It's definitely not Georgia peach. It's not peach Bellini. It's a new peach scent. Also, mine have the black center rope wicks, which are obviously the great performing wicks. When I lit this candle yesterday, you guys, like I said, this is my backup. I'm already burning one. When I lit this candle yesterday, guys, not even 30 minutes into, it was literally almost completely pulled out, already getting scent throughout the room. I literally could smell it in my hallway from outside of my bedroom, like maybe an hour into the burn. Flawless, strong thrower. I'm talking about a good 9. I usually don't give out 9s and 10s lately with Bath and Body Works candles because I don't know what's been going on, but they have not been strong. But yeah, I watched Tina Divalicious' video, which he's literally one of my favorite candle reviewers, and his was literally super weak, and he said he didn't like the scent. And well, I don't think he said he didn't like the scent necessarily, but he said it wasn't like super strong. And I was just like, what in the world? Like, there has to be a different batch, because this A1 batch that I have, I really wish I knew what his batch number was, because this thing was literally throwing like down the hallway. Seriously. And even my essay, she was like, yeah, we had this lit on our White Barn side and it filled the whole White Barn side, and everyone was asking what candle it was. So I don't know, guys, this is another subjective thing, I guess, but like I said, I love it. And the scent itself, it is definitely does not smell like a peach cobbler. The notes are juicy peach slices, cinnamon sugar, golden baked pie crust with essential oils. There's definitely no pie crust note in this, you guys. But it is just sweet, juicy, candied peaches. So I live in Georgia, guys. I say this all the time, but I don't know if they were just strictly sold here or strictly sold in the South, but I used to buy these candies, these peach candies that came in a white bag, and they were called peach buds. It was like a little triangular squarish bag, and they were sealed in a plastic bag inside, and you could see there were like bright peach colored little hard candies, and oh my god, they were so delicious. This candle literally smells identical to those. If any of you guys have had those or smelled those or can get access to those, that is literally what this candle smells like. I just wish that this candle would have been called something like peach drops or peach candied gems. I don't know, but that's what I get from this. I definitely don't get a bakery note at all, but I am not mad at the scent. It's just a sweet candied peach scent. Like if you were to, you know, make candy out of peach and just do like some sugar on top of it, like that's literally what I get. I get a slight cinnamon when it's burning. And it just literally fills the room. I am in love with this scent, you guys. So I would say, unfortunately, try to order it online. If you don't like it, I know some people hate going through the return process, but just return it, guys, because I think this candle is worth trying out your luck with a batch, because if you do find a good one, you guys, this is definitely a strong one out of the ones that I have smelled so far. If you remember Blueberry Maple Pancakes from last year, which that is also coming next, it is definitely up there as far as the throw for this one. So yeah. Okay guys, so now that I've reviewed the actual 3 candles that I have burned, definitely am going to recommend that you guys pick up Banana Cream Pie and Peach Cobbler. Even though they do not smell like what the labels read, they are definitely thumbs up in my book. Also, Cinnamon Irish Cream, that is definitely one you need to pick up. I already hauled that in my last video, but that is definitely a good medium 6 to 7 throw as well. And the scent itself is amazing. So those are my 3 picks thus far from the fall candles as far as burning and post-burn thoughts. And then we're gonna jump into the initial thoughts for the next few candles. Yeah, so just keep on watching. But I'm gonna actually do something that I said on my Instagram earlier, which if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you know the drill, girl. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, okay? You guys were literally blowing me up and asking me questions about all these candles, and I just want to make sure I answer everybody's questions. So I said that if you wrote me, I was gonna basically just answer it on my video. So let's see. Do I get a bakery note? From Sarah J. Pins. I actually already responded to this, but no, I don't get a bakery note from Peach Cobbler. Like I said, it's basically just fresh, like candied peaches and like a cinnamony note, but there's definitely no bakery in there. And does banana cream pie resemble banana bundt cake or banana split milkshake more if you could choose one? Definitely banana bundt cake, but like I said, it does not have that bakery note that banana bundt cake has. So yeah, I guess it can kind of be similar to banana split milkshake, because banana split milkshake did have that like creamy note to it, but I for some reason didn't like banana split milkshake, so I don't have one to compare. I wish I did, but I don't. So yeah, I think I answered all of these already, you guys. So if for some reason I did miss your oh look, it's Tina. Hey girl, Tina Marie. She want to know how PB&J smell. Girl, don't get it. I mean, get it for your collection. No, for real, just get it, try it out, but not a fan, sis. Smells like Planters peanuts from the trail mix pack. Okay. How was it when you moved it? Oh yes, it was still weak when I moved it. So when I moved it to the bathroom, I still could barely smell it. Okay guys, so now that I've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and do the rest of these fall candles. Okay, so next up we have my girl warm apple pie. Okay, this is a repackage obviously, but it comes back almost every year since it has come out. The notes here read baked Granny Smith apple, melted brown sugar, flaky homemade crust with essential oils. I'm wondering how close this is going to smell to that soap that I just hauled. Oh my god, I am in love with this. So okay, story time. I already had one of these, but from last year it literally had no throw, so I returned it because I was so annoyed that I loved how it smelled, but it had no throw. I also watched Tina Devalicious's haul on this one. I have not burned this one yet, but he says it has a stronger throw than previous versions, so I'm so excited to burn this because this literally smells like a fresh baked apple pie. Like all of the notes are spot on for this. I definitely smell baked Granny Smith apples, and it's funny because Granny Smith apples are actually super sour smelling, but when you bake them with like caramelized sugar, like brown sugar and everything, they have this sweetness, and that literally embodies that. It's so crazy. So yeah, definitely get the brown sugar and definitely get the crust. I love this candle, you guys. Literally am in love with this. Initial thoughts, pick it up. Love it. Okay. And I also brought sweet cherry pie out too, just to do like kind of a side by side to like let you guys know, you know, what's the you know, how close they are and whatnot. Yeah, there's definitely a distinct difference with the fruit, obviously, but they both have the pie note. They both have that flaky pie crust in there, which I'm surprised that I don't know, it's weird. It's like Bath and Body Works can get the pie notes right, but like with banana cream pie, it wasn't there. There was no pie, so I don't know. But yeah, these are definitely very, very similar. I would just literally swap out the cherry with this apple, and also with the cherry pie, there really wasn't a cinnamon brown sugar note, which I don't think that's a note. Yeah, it's not listed on here anyway. This is really just pie crust and cherries. Whereas this has more of that brown sugar caramelization going on. So yeah, definitely pick this one up this year. The next one that I am going to talk about is, of course, blueberry maple pancakes. I was going to bring out a blueberry maple pancakes from last year, but honestly, I really don't feel like I need to because it smells exactly the same as last year's version. I don't think they changed the formula at all. And it does smell like it's still going to be just as strong as last year's. But I do want to say, as far as the actual scent itself in comparison to like a blueberry pie definitely has more of a fresh blueberry and pie crust, whereas this has more of a artificial syrupy blueberry, and you can get the maple from the pancakes. So this is definitely more blueberry syrup and then maple sugar, whereas this is more fresh blueberries and pie, if that makes sense. So just if anybody wanted a comparison on the two, the notes on both, of course, blueberry pie, juicy blueberries, flaky crust, sugar crystals, and then blueberry maple pancakes is wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, warm maple syrup with essential oils. So definitely very accurate here. Doesn't seem like it's changed much, and I do love the packaging on it this year. It's actual real blueberries and real pancakes. Like, that's amazing. They're killing the packaging with the fall candles this year, you guys. Next up, we have caramel apple. This is another returning repack. The notes on this read Granny Smith apple slices, warm golden caramel, cinnamon, vanilla cream with essential oils. I do also like the packaging on this one this year as well, so I went ahead and picked it up. For me, caramel apple, I've never really gotten like heavy caramel, because when I think caramel, I think of like ooey gooey. But this is more of a candied apple, like a candied apple that you would get at a carnival, which Granny Smith apple slices, warm golden caramel, cinnamon, vanilla cream. So yeah, for me, caramel apple smells more of like a candied apple that you would get at like a fair, but it definitely does have that sour note from a Granny Smith apple, which I like that they put an actual Granny Smith apple with caramel instead of another random apple that doesn't smell like, because you know, if you eat apples, you know a lot of apples smell differently. So yeah, Granny Smith definitely has that sourness going on. Next up, we have salted butterscotch. For this one, I brought out, since I just hauled this in my last video, luckily I already had it out. I did want to do a lot of comparisons with my fall candles, guys, but I was really not trying to go into my stash too much because I just organized it. So I'm so sorry, but maybe I'll do more comparisons as I burn all of them, and then I can do that in my post-burn reviews. But salted butterscotch, I definitely wanted to compare that to butterscotch toffee. Obviously, they both have butterscotch in them, so I wanted to see how similar they were. Salted butterscotch has notes of warm brown sugar, sweet cream, pinch of sea salt, and melted butter with essential oils, whereas butterscotch toffee has English toffee, buttery caramel, and a touch of bourbon. So let's see. So the butterscotch notes in both of these are the same, but I definitely get that sea salt in here. I'm curious to see how this one burns, because it definitely is pretty accurate as far as the scents. I get like a hint of brown sugar, but it's mostly just the sea salt and the butterscotch, which is very, very interesting. I'm interested to see how this compares to the salted caramel that I have, that the new one that just released from the White Barn collection. But yeah, butterscotch toffee is definitely more, the toffee sweetens it up and makes it more of a candied type of scent, whereas this one is just like actual butterscotch, like the little butterscotch chips, whatever, with like some sea salt. So yeah, but this is definitely accurate. This is definitely something that I feel like I'm going to enjoy. I can't wait to burn it so I can see like if all the other notes come out with it. Next crate, we got 2 more crates of this after this, you guys, and I feel like I'm like 40 minutes in, so I'm trying to keep it under an hour, but I know it's going to be close to an hour. Okay, next one we have, I'm going to do all the pumpkin scents next. I have vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. This is one, honestly, that for whatever reason I never really ever pick up for fall, because I feel like it's always just kind of one of those generic scents that always returns, but I really did want to pick up each one from this collection packaging wise. So the notes on this one are Tahitian vanilla, ooh, Tahitian, okay, pumpkin spice, homemade marshmallow, drizzled caramel with essential oils. Get cinnamon and I get pumpkin. And it's not even, cinnamon's not even in here. Yeah, I'm not getting really any marshmallow. This is another one, obviously, I guess I'm just gonna have to burn it and see. But if you guys have this candle, if this is a favorite of yours, comment below and let me know if this is one that usually performs for you guys, how it smells, because right now I'm getting cinnamon and I'm getting pumpkin, and that's it. Guys, next we have Pumpkin Cupcake, which I have already talked about this scent in my last couple of hauls because I luckily found some of these this past SAS. But just for the hell of it, I'll read you the notes. Whipped buttercream, Madagascar vanilla, pumpkin spice, freshly baked cupcake. This is a favorite of mine. I hope this year's version burns stronger. This is another one that's similar to warm apple pie, in which the throw is never really all that great, even though the scent itself is. And even now, it's hard for me to smell it. Compared to last year on cold right now, this is definitely a little light. I'm a little concerned because in last year's version, I could at least still detect the notes, even though it wasn't that great of a thrower. I could still detect the notes. In this one, I'm definitely I'm picking up the pumpkin and I'm picking up the buttercream, not so much the cupcake breadiness that I picked up in last year's version, but I'm hoping maybe when I burn it, that might come out a little bit more. So yeah, there is Pumpkin Cupcake. Pumpkin Peanut Brittle, another returning favorite. So I'm very disappointed in myself because I did have like 3 of these and I burned through them like a maniac last year thinking, oh, I'm gonna find some SAS, and I ended up not finding any for SAS and I was very disappointed. So I'm happy that I got this. I hope it performs just as well as last year's version, because last year's version I was burning through it so much because it was a great performer, it was strong, and the scent was amazing. The notes are crunchy caramel brittle, salty peanuts, toasted pumpkin seeds with essential oils. This is really, honestly, I mean, it just doesn't get more accurate. Like, I have a huge sweet tooth, so I know how a lot of desserts smell, and this literally smells like a pumpkin brittle. Like, if you were to get a caramel brittle and like add some pumpkin in there, some spices, it literally smells like that. And it's got like that crunchy peanutty note in there too, which is so hard to capture, obviously, especially with pb&j. But yeah, this candle is definitely smells just like last year's version. I hope it is as strong, but yeah, I will update you guys on that. All right, guys, Pumpkin Apple, another returning classic scent. This is actually one of my favorite repackages, and I did still have one. You really can't see it, but I was definitely gonna pick this up. The notes are red delicious apple, fall pumpkin, fresh ground cinnamon, clove buzz with essential oils. The reason that I like this one so much every year and I always get it is because it's literally accurate as far as the notes every year, and it's always definitely at least a medium. Sometimes certain versions are higher throwers, but this is definitely always at least a medium thrower for me. And definitely get the apple, definitely get the cinnamon, slight clove, and then the pumpkin just to kind of add to that spiciness. So yes, this is definitely a favorite of mine. That is something that everybody should try at least one of and see if you like it. Next we have Caramel Pumpkin Swirl. This is another one that, again, I picked up for the packaging. I usually always kind of skip over it every year, unfortunately, but this one reads luscious caramel, ground cinnamon, rich brown sugar, creamy vanilla with essential oils. Y'all, I should have got some coffee beans because now all of this stuff is starting to smell the same, but most of them do have the same notes, so you can't blame me. I'm getting caramel, I'm getting pumpkin, a hint of cinnamon. Okay. I don't really get vanilla. Well, no, I do get a little hint of vanilla also. I guess all of the notes are there, guys. Okay, it's coming out more. I think this one is one of the ones that I need to burn because I think as I was breathing into it, it was warming up the wax, and then it was like, oh, I smell it now. But yeah, this one definitely smells good. I'm gonna burn it and update you guys, but all of the notes are there. It definitely smells like a pumpkin, caramel pumpkin, like latte kind of vibe from Starbucks. Just, you know, not as creamy because the vanilla was not super prominent to me, but it was definitely in there. So yeah. Last one, save the best pumpkin scent for last. pumpkin pie. Okay, so the notes on this read: creamy pumpkin, vanilla cream, fresh ground nutmeg, graham cracker crust with essential oils. Spot on. This is spot on a pumpkin pie. I get the pumpkin, but it's not like the sharp outdoorsy pumpkin. It's the creamy blended up pumpkin the pumpkin filling that you put in a pie. I'm definitely getting, I wouldn't say it's a vanilla note. It's actually more of a whipped cream note to me, which is what you put on pumpkin pie anyway. And I'm definitely getting the nutmeg. All of the notes are in there, you guys. I've got to sniff real hard for the crust note. It's like I get it in faint whiffs. So again, I think this is another one that I'm gonna have to burn to see if that crust note comes out. It's definitely light right now, but I'm hoping that when I burn it, the crust note comes out to make it more of a pumpkin pie and not a pumpkin pie filling candle, because right now she's smelling real pumpkin pie filling-ish, okay? All right, guys, we're down to 12 candles and I'm like 40 minutes in, so I gotta try to, no, I think I'm 50 minutes in. I gotta try to squeeze all this stuff in, y'all, for real, okay? The next ones that I'm gonna do, guys, are like the White Barn candles. Some of these are repacks that have just come back, and some of them are new scents. This one I was super excited to find, which is Wine Cellar. This is one that released last holiday, I want to say, and I did not pick it up. I skipped over it, and then I was feverishly looking for it last SAS, and I could not find it because it was all sold out. So super excited to find this. Oh my god. And I love this matte White Barn jar. Like, that is so cute. It's a matte like plum color. The notes are mulled apples, fresh fig, cedarwood with essential oils. Honestly, you guys, this is a little hard to describe just because I remember what cedarwood smells like. What are mulled apples? Am I dumb? What are mulled? Is that like, I don't know. But I definitely get apple. I'm definitely getting a strong fig note here, like in the Fig Newtons. And I think the cedarwood is giving it like a slightly perfumey masculine vibe, but it's not like overly masculine. Like, it's like a fruity, earthy, it almost smells like it would have patchouli in it, but I guess the cedarwood is that earthiness. It just works so well together, you guys. Oh my god, this, if you find this, definitely pick this up and try it. I love this candle. Okay guys, salted caramel. This is definitely true to its name. It's definitely not salted butterscotch, because butterscotch had that little that candied note to it. This has roasted chestnuts, caramelized sugar, and spiced rum with essential oils. They actually spelled rum wrong. It's spelled R-U-N. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, I actually get the rum in this and the caramelized sugar. It's definitely distinctly different from salted butterscotch. And I think with salted butterscotch, it was a sea salt note, which was a lot different from the salt note in here. This is just like a slight pinch of salt. With the salted butterscotch, it was like a salted sea salt, which is like, I feel like sea salt smells a lot different than regular salt. Next we have White Pumpkin. This was another fan favorite from last year, and it was a favorite of mine as well. Funny story, I actually picked up one of these, and the first one that I picked up was missing 2 of the wicks, and I was like, what? But anyway, these are how the wicks look for this one. And the notes are White Pumpkin, Autumn Spice Blend, and Ground Cinnamon. Before I smell this, you guys, have any of you guys ever seen or smelled a white pumpkin? Because I have never, maybe I've seen a spray painted white pumpkin, so never mind. And then Autumn Spice Blend. I feel like Bath & Body Works puts Autumn Spice Blend on things when they don't feel like continuously repeating clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So yeah. But anyways, let's see. Yeah, I'm getting cinnamon and nutmeg for sure. And the spiciness from the pumpkin. This one though, last year was definitely a decently throwing candle, and it was like definitely one of those arts and crafts store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's type of fragrances where you see like those little cinnamon tree air freshener things that are like, they look like they're made out of straw, but they smell, make your whole house smell like cinnamon. That's what this smells like, and I definitely was a fan of it last year, so I definitely picked it up again. All right, next is the Peppered Suede 3-wick. This is one that is new to me. I know some people have said that it's been out before, and I probably just ignored it because I never really used to go for scents like this. My candle taste has somewhat expanded upon sweet scents, which are still my main thing, but I am starting to experiment more with my scent collection. So the notes read effervescent bergamot, black peppercorn, soft amberwood with essential oils. So I actually have, this is so weird, I know. I actually have my bergamot essential oil that I want to compare it to. So this is here, I got it off of Amazon, bergamot, Art Naturals. But I brought it out to compare to the candle so I can let you guys know. So yeah. Oh look, and it matches, that's so funny. Yeah, I definitely get bergamot in here. Black peppercorn, I don't know, but I get bergamot, and it says amberwood. I'm assuming that's basically just amber, but I get like a masculine amber scent. Like, you know, amber is one of those scents, those earthy scents that can go feminine or go masculine. This really smells like bergamot and like a masculine amber, but it's not overpowering because the bergamot sweetens it up a little bit. So overall, I do like this scent. It's very different for me, and from what I've heard, it's a very it's a great performer, at least past versions. So let's hope that this version does the same. Last two in this little package, we have apple cinnamon cider. This one always comes back. I think last year it came back in that collection with Autumn Day and Autumn and Leaves and like it comes back every year, but this year it's in the Core White Barn collection. The notes read cinnamon dusted apple, autumn leaves, rich vanilla woods with essential oils. It definitely has that same note that Cider Lane has, but with some apples in there. I'm gonna compare it to Cider Lane. Also guys, I did want to mention pumpkin clove is sitting back there. I did talk about that in my last haul. I have not burned it yet, but I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there. I was not saying it was a repackage of pumpkin patch. I was just saying they have similar notes. So yeah, just wanted to make that clear, okay? Anyways, so here's apple cinnamon cider, here's Cider Lane side by side. The notes here, we have warm caramel, Granny Smith apple, dark brown sugar, and ground clove. So it looks like they do have some similar scents here. They both have an apple and they both have some sort of sweet notes. So let's see. Okay, yeah, the distinct difference here is this definitely is heavier on the cinnamon. It doesn't even have, oh yes it does, cinnamon dusted apple. Okay, I was about to say, I know I smell cinnamon in here. But yeah, this is cinnamon dusted apple, and this is like a gala apple, whereas this is definitely Granny Smith because it has that tart apple. It has that tart apple note, and this has a sweeter apple note, and it's just kind of spiced up by the cinnamon. So, and then I can see how it has a little bit of, as far as not actual leaves, but the leaves candle, it does have a mixture of that in there as well. So this is definitely like a nice hot apple cider that you would have outside on a fall day. I really, really like how this smells for sure, but it is not a repackage of Cider Lane by any means. So yes, guys, I got 6 more. I'm pretty sure I'm at an hour. I'm gonna try to edit it down to a little less than an hour, but I already told you guys this is gonna be an hour-long video, so yeah. Okay, so this is Welcome Home. This was also in the same collection as White Pumpkin. Sorry, I had a brain fart. The notes on this are cinnamon sugar, warm apple butter, clove buds, brown sugar. So again, this is another, seems like it is another appley, cinnamony scent, which my nose is getting tired of smelling those Bath & Body Works, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's see. is actually different. Okay, so it definitely, I'm getting an appley buttery scent. Let's see, cinnamon sugar, warm apple butter. Yeah, I smell apple butter because it's like sweet and salty, like an actual apple butter. God, this smells amazing. And I get the cinnamon sugar. It's like a cinnamon sugar apple butter on a slice of like toast. I'm not really getting any clove, but I'm okay with that because I feel like the clove would like to add some sharpness to it. I really like this. This is definitely different from what I've smelled. This is definitely one you guys should pick up. I might burn this next because this is very intriguing to me right now. Fall Farmhouse, I really like this. Look at this. This is like distressed wood foiling. It's like got a lot happening, but I really, really like the packaging. The notes on this read spiced pumpkin, forest, pine, branch, fresh fall air with essential oils. This is definitely a very outdoorsy scent. I'm not getting a whole lot of the pumpkin. I'm mostly getting the pine and like this outdoorsy scent, which is I guess the fresh fall air. Yeah, I get like faint whiffs of the pumpkin, but it's mostly pine, like the pine from fresh balsam, but not as intense, and then kind of muted with like this outdoorsy, like fall-y scent that's similar to something that you would smell in like autumn day. But overall, I like how everything smells combined. It does have a slight sweetness to it, so I think that might be from the pumpkin, but I'm gonna have to burn that to see if it comes out more. So yeah. Next, this one I was super excited about is Apple Weather. Now, disclaimer, I know some of you guys are gonna ask me how this compares to sweater weather. I have never really liked sweater weather because to me, it has always kind of smelled like toothpaste. I know, that's so weird, but that's just what I would always get, and I never really liked it. So unfortunately, I won't be able to compare the two, but the notes on this are fresh farm stand apple. So again, with the apple, Bath and Body Works is cranking out the apple scents this year, guys. Lavender leaves, cinnamon bark with essential oils. So I'm not gonna lie, this definitely smells very similar to the Welcome Home that I just did with the apple butter, but not that salty butter note. It's got some nice calming lavender in there. Like the lavender from Lavender Vanilla with apple and cinnamon. That's what I'm getting. It smells really good though. That's what I should have started off with. It smells really good. So that's another one I'm excited to burn. We've got cinnamon bark. I'm pretty sure this is also a returning scent as well. Nothing too crazy, but I do really like this jar, and it has cinnamon sticks, clove buds, vanilla bean, white cedar with essential oils. I'm definitely getting cinnamon and cedar wood. There is a slight creaminess to it from the vanilla, but it's not a lot. It's mostly just the cedarwood and the cinnamon are like battling for the forefront right now, but they're literally both like neck and neck, equally matched in this candle, I think. And then the vanilla kind of comes a little bit slightly on the back end. So yeah. All right, guys, next we have Nature Walk, another one with this cool foiling. This one's got like gold foiling. You can't really tell because of the shine from my ring light. But yes, the notes on this read creamy sandalwood, bergamot zest, and juniper berries. I just want to say, you guys, I'm very proud of myself for venturing out. I think fall and winter are the only times of year that I venture out into different territories for scents. But yes, this is definitely another one of those outdoorsy scented candles. Definitely getting some bergamot here, and I'm definitely getting some sandalwood. And then a little bit of juniper. Juniper has like that piney, like greenery note to it from what I can remember. So yeah, this definitely seems like it's very accurate. It works very well together. I like it. I'm gonna have to try that one out too, because like I said, it's different. It's outside my comfort zone, but hey, this fall and holiday season, I'm trying new things, girl, okay? All right, last, well not last, but second to last, we have Cranberry Woods. I really wanted to pull out my frosted cranberry and compare the two, but like I said, it is way in the back of my winter candles and I cannot do that right now. But the notes on this read: tart cranberry, cinnamon bark, forest cedar, golden amber with essential oils. I always smell the cranberry and I could always smell the cinnamon. I'm getting little whiffs of the amber. Forest cedar. I'm not really, I don't know. This is one I'm gonna have to burn too, but it's definitely like a fruity outdoorsy scent, which I like because most of the time I only really like the outdoorsy scents when it's mixed with a fruitiness, so it takes away from that sharp like pine or juniper or cedarwood note. But yeah, and then last, guys, the last candle we have is spiced chestnut. I love this packaging. Look at that, it's so cute. Excuse my phone. Okay, but yeah, look at that. And you can see this is actually the color of the wax. Look at that. Isn't that so cute where you can see it through the little detailing? That's so cute. Okay, anyway, roasted chestnut, mulled spices, dark rum, barrel-aged spiced cider. First of all, let me just say I'm a fan of any candle that has alcohol in it. Hello. Okay. I love this. Oh my god. Oh, it smells so good. I am definitely smelling some alcohol in here, guys. Some rum. Okay. I know my dark liquors. I'm smelling it for sure. This is definitely like a Captain. It's very similar to cinnamon Irish cream, actually. I'm definitely getting some Captain Morgan spice rum in here. And the nuttiness from the chestnuts. Oh my god, this is like a perfect Christmas, I'm about to drink some eggnog and get lit scent. Like, I might just honestly save this for Christmas because this is really a Christmas candle. I need another one of these. Oh my god. So that is it. That is it. I just reviewed, I want to say 25 candles. I'm pretty sure it's 25. So yes, guys. So like I said, as I do burn all of these, which I've only burned 3 so far, but as I burn all of these, I'm going to try to crank out some post-burn reviews. But I wanted to get this out there for you guys. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I really wanted to get this out because I'm going to have a very busy weekend. So I hope you guys show me lots of love. And in my next video, hopefully I will be at 1,000 subscribers. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, because I'm going to do, I wanted to do a giveaway for my 500 subscriber mark, but unfortunately the way that my time and everything has been set up, I have not been able to do that and get everything organized. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a 1K giveaway next week, but only if I'm at 1K, because if I'm not, then I'm just gonna do, you know, the 500 one and just do one winner. But if I do the 1K giveaway, I'm gonna pick multiple winners. So you guys help your girl out, okay? But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye.